Alright, hello. This is going to be our last day of the United States, and I just wanted to take you on, first of all, a tour of Texas. So let's get our maps out. And can you find Texas on the map? I want you to put a dot on Texas, because we are going to Texas today. And yesterday we went to California and we saw Death Valley, but we didn't write it down. So can you write down Death Valley? It's actually D-E-A-T-H. Usually E-A says E, but right now it's saying E. Death Valley. V-A-L-L-E-Y. Put that outside of California. Now we're going to see several places in Texas, so you can probably write down one of them. I know you're not going to be able to write down all of them. And then we're going to take a tour of the whole United States, 25 places. So I'm going to shrink Miss Amy down. Turn on my share screen. We're going to go to the 10 most beautiful places in Texas. This is just a really fast video, so here we go. Willow City Loop, you can see all the bluebonnets blooming. This is a canyon, PALO Canyon. Big Bend National Park. Santa Elena Canyon, that is very beautiful. Garner State Park. San Antonio Riverwalk, it's a very beautiful place to visit. Guadalupe Mountains National Park. Caddo Lake, it looks like the Everglades. Cadillac Ranch, you can paint on these cars. Alright, that was very fast. So let me go back to the picture of me where I can see myself. Alright, so that was really fast. What is one thing that you liked that we saw? Those Cadillacs that are buried, they are half buried in the dirt, and it's called a public art place. And anybody can go visit and anybody can paint on those cars. And some of my kids went there one year. They were going on a mission trip and they were kind of close to it, so they went there and they painted on those cars. There's also beautiful waterfalls in Texas. There are some places that I didn't even know existed. I think it was called Gomer Falls. So there are many places to vacation in Texas, and Texas is huge. You can take hours to cross Texas. All right, so now we're going to go back. And we're going to go to here. And I'm going to get this bigger. And if you can mark the states that we go to, but this guy goes pretty fast too. So let's just try to keep up.
Visit today. 25. Skagit Valley, Washington. During the month of April, you'll be in for a treat, as that's when the tulips bloom.
Okay, where is Washington? Washington is at the top northwest corner of the United States. So he started up here in Washington. This is not Washington, D.C. This is Washington, the state. So you can put a dot there. These are beautiful flowers.
24. Nepali Coast, Hawaii. Inaccessible by car.
All right, he is at Hawaii. Hawaii is not attached to the United States. Hawaii is down here. It's in the Pacific Ocean, but we own the Hawaii. So put a dot there. A lot of people like to go vacation in Hawaii. And this coast, he said, can't even be accessed by car.
You'll have to take the Kalalau Trail to explore this remote coastline. 23. Lake Tahoe, California and Nevada.
Oh gosh, that is so blue and so beautiful. Alright, so California and Nevada are very close together. They're side by side. So put a dot right on the line where they connect. That may not be where this is, but it is in California and Nevada.
This is the largest alpine lake in North America. 22. Grand Prismatic Spring, Wyoming.
Ooh, would you look at this? Look at the colors on that. That is in Wyoming. So let me show you where Wyoming is. I'm going to put a light purple dot on Wyoming. Wyoming is right here. Wyoming, it's almost a square. It's a rectangle, but it's pretty straight on its sides. So this is in Wyoming.
Grand Prismatic is the largest hot spring in the US and third largest on Earth. 21. Northern Lights, Alaska. Only in the United States can you go from the jungles of Puerto Rico all the way to the glimmering northern lights of Alaska.
Do you see these? These actually show up in the sky in Alaska. You can see them in the northern hemisphere. You can see them in Russia too, in certain places, but you can't see them everywhere, and I would love to see the northern lights. So I'm going to put another dot, a big purple dot on Alaska. Alaska is also not attached to the mainland of the United States. It's up past Canada.
20. Yosemite Valley, California. This glacial valley is a popular spot for photographers and tourists alike.
This is really pretty. This is Yosemite. It's in California, so put another dot on California.
19. Horseshoe Bend, Arizona. Offering an amazing view of the Colorado River, it's easy to see where...
Where does the Colorado River go? We've been to Arizona. What did we see in Arizona? We saw the Grand Canyon, and the Colorado River is at the bottom of the canyon. So put another dot in Arizona. Arizona is right here. Right here, kind of close to California. And that is called Horseshoe Bend. Have you ever seen a horseshoe? It's kind of shaped like this.
Where the name comes from. 18. Badlands National Park, South Dakota. Famous for its red and orange colors, nearly 1 million visitors come here annually.
What else did we visit in South Dakota? Do you remember? We visited Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota. All right, so I put a peachy colored dot right here in South Dakota. Put another dot there. So we are traveling rapidly all over the United States.
17. Haiku Stairs, Hawaii.
This is Hawaii.
Technically closed to the public, the Stairway to Heaven is still climbed by thousands of people every year. 16. Glacier National Park, Montana.
Ooh, we have not been to Montana. Look at that beautiful mountain. Now, the United States has a lot of mountains. So Montana is at the top. It's at the topmost part of the United States. It's right above Wyoming. Montana, and it's big, and not a lot of people live there. Montana, right there. Put a dot on it.
Aptly named, this vast ecosystem is found in one of the most remote parts of the continental United States. 15. Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco.
This is in California.
There are few things more incredible than seeing one of the largest bridges in the world emerging out of the early morning fog. 14. Grand Canyon, Arizona.
We've been there.
Without a doubt, you probably already knew this would be on the list. 13. Thor's Hammer, Utah.
Whoa! In Utah. Look at that. Right up there. That's called Thor's Hammer. Let's see if we can find Utah. Utah is below Wyoming. So I'm going to put a blue dot on it. Utah. It has this little cutout on it. Can you see Utah? Put a dot on Utah. This is a very deserty looking mountains.
Bryce Canyon National Park, Thor's Hammer is something called a hoodoo, or a tall thin spire of rock. 12. Devil's Tower, Wyoming.
Back to
This was
Wyoming.
the first official United States national monument. It was established on September 24th, 1906 by President Theodore Roosevelt. 11. Palouse Falls, Washington.
Back to
Almost destroyed in
Washington.
1984 by the proposed construction of a dam, the natural beauty of the falls ended up being preserved in the end. 10. Sequoia National Park, California. Known for its huge trees, the General Sherman tree is one of the largest in the world.
Right over
and
here.
is believed to be 2,500 years old.
2,000 years old.
9. Thor's Well, Oregon.
Oregon.
Thor seems to be making a lot
We've
of
been
appearances
to
on this
Oregon.
list.
We saw Crater Lake.
Driven by the ocean tides, the best time to see this saltwater fountain in action is just before or after high tide. 8. Niagara Falls, New York. Actually, 3 separate falls combined into one, Niagara Falls has the highest flow rate of any waterfall in the world.
All right, let's go mark New York again. So New York has got a dark blue dot. We saw the Statue of Liberty in New York. It's right over here. Okay. So Niagara Falls is something we haven't talked about. And it's from these lakes up here. Do you see all these lakes up here? All right, so Niagara Falls is a very beautiful place.
7. Smoky Mountains, North Carolina. A part of the Appalachian Mountains, the Smoky Mountains are the most visited national park in the United States.
I have been to the Smoky Mountains. I have been to North Carolina, and they also go into Tennessee. So let's find North Carolina. It is on the eastern edge. And it is where I have this blue dot. It is right there. North Carolina. And they go into Tennessee as well. North Carolina right there. All right, and they're really beautiful. There's a lot of trees on them.
6. Hamilton Pool, Texas.
Whoa, Texas! Hamilton Pool, Texas. Put a blue dot on Texas. Yay, Texas. This is really pretty. I've never heard of this.
Found on the outskirts of Austin, Texas, this pool is a popular tourist spot in the summer. 5. Zion National Park, Utah.
Back to Utah.
Highlighted by the half-mile deep Zion Canyon, this park is a popular destination for adventure seekers and nature enthusiasts alike. 4. Maroon Bells, Colorado.
Ooh. Colorado. Where is Colorado? I'm going to get a different color marker. I'm going to get a red marker. Colorado is right next to Utah. It's kind of to the left of Texas. It's right here. See Colorado? Texas is over here. Go up and find Colorado. Put a dot on it. Colorado has the Rocky Mountains. They are much bigger than the mountains in Tennessee. In Tennessee and North Carolina, it's the Smoky Mountains, and they're much smaller. They're still beautiful, but the Rocky Mountains get so big that there's not even any trees at the top of them.
Peaks found in the Colorado Rockies. These mountains are best admired from a distance, as they are sometimes known as the Deadly Bells, due to the danger of climbing them. 3. Antelope Canyon, Arizona. An incredibly picturesque slot canyon. It consists of 2 sections named the Crack and the Corkscrew. 2. Waipio Valley, Hawaii. Meaning curved water in the local language, the only way into this valley is via one of the steepest roads in the US, and it's only open to 4-wheel drive vehicles. 1. Grand Teton National Park, Wyoming. Reminiscent of the Alps, Grand Teton National Park is a popular spot for hiking and mountaineering. Enjoying our list?
Alright, I think that might be all of it.
Be sure to click that subscribe button in the top right corner.
Yep, that was all of it. That was beautiful. So the United States is a very beautiful place. Let me shrink this down. And that's not all of the places in the United States. There are many others. Whoops. There are many other places you can go see in the United States all over. If you just click on each state, just type in each state and say most beautiful places to visit in Kansas, most beautiful places to visit in Mississippi, you will be amazed at all the different places you can find and see. There's all of the desert mountains out in the west. There's the Rocky Mountains. Then when you come back east, there's the treed mountains. There's just waterfalls and so many different things. The United States is so big and it covers so many different kinds of terrain. It's really beautiful. So I hope you have enjoyed our study of the United States. I know I have enjoyed it. I enjoyed marking our map. And so you can pick a place to go vacation with your family. I really want to see some of those places in Texas that we haven't seen because I haven't really explored all of Texas. So I will see you for science.